I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wall. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my.
They don't play the game, change the diaper with that nigga on. Shit, damn, that would have even caught me on that first touchdown he threw. I had goddamn, boy, then little nigga. As soon as I get on the fucking game, I for goddamn the fucking garage go up.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers.
Cam!
It's the final 3 weeks of the season.
Taylor, what's wrong with her?
To play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable.
Give her
it's
her
out
food.
of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
What's up? What you get from the store?
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a carry here for their fullback. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
They're not bad. They're not bad. They're good. Yeah.
Here's Jackson to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Brown. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Ready to
he gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, shit. You don't play with me too much. You don't never say no disrespectful shit like that. How the fuck all my running backs are?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
Man, what the fuck?
One that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
That shit's stupid.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the 2nd drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Brown. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Check. Hey, check 24. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
The first carry now. This is Johnson.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys! Set, hut! Not a wolf. Mike 3! You won't see me in your nightmares, son!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brown eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and now it's 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the man.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away.
What?
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Hope it's good. I said I hope it's good. You gonna eat that shit. Oh, that's what it is. You lit then.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Brown on 1st and 10. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On first down, Jones. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Brown now, operating from the gun. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. Past the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Dang.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Over for 7 yards.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. To throw again on second down. Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Jackson will throw again. Being chased down, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a
all the way forward to throw that bitch away.
Apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
It's taken to the 26. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Brown, back to the air on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do it in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here's Brown, throwing on 3rd and long, escaping the pressure right. He'll get this one complete to Terry
fuck out of here, man.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield.
This some
across the
fluke ass shit, man.
Out. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Get the fuck out of here. Hell no, man. You know, it would be some old bogus ass shit. That's crazy.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Mike 3.
On 4th down, Brown throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
Shit, man.
A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Quarterback throws the fade, and that's one where really the receiver just has to make a play, right?
Brandon, all you're asking your quarterback to do is put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Let your guy get it and no one else. That makes it a very, very difficult play to defend.
The point after is good. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
That shit was foul as fuck, that goddamn third down ass shit. I can't believe that bullshit.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this? And for the third time here in
this new quarterback just
picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Shit crazy as fuck.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw on 2nd down. Brown. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
God damn, boy. I just don't fucking
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You go tight.
God damn.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, check 24. What's good?
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Shit,
He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Wide, get wide. Switch.
Looking to throw. Brown. And he's going to go down again.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Jackson.
This nigga ain't even blocked him, man.
Goes down once more. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down.
Crazy,
went backwards. Man. It's 3rd and very long.
Just watch that nigga. Come on, man. What the fuck he doing?
Again, and down he goes again.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores.
Man.
That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Brown from the gun, he'll throw. He gets this one to Johnson.
Well, these niggas be catching some unbelievable shit,
Charles,
boy.
they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
Unbelievable shit.
I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Oh, shit.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Man,
pitch, the ball's loose.
Come on, man. These niggas.
Out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
For the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Brown now throwing on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Brown to throw again. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Brown to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
What's up, Cam?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's going to throw it back.
Fuck,
my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
It's our time. It's our time. He's coming. Double up.
Man, this nigga know goddamn this shit's bullshit.
On 1st down, Brown. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Roquan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
2nd and 13.
Man, get the
Complete
fuck
to
out
Jones. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
That shit lame as fuck. Boy, this nigga doing some bullshit off his backfield.
And how complicated that is? Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Off the draw. Here's Johnson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Brown. Over the middle into traffic, and
Just
that's
keep letting
complete.
these niggas catch all that shit.
And he'll be stopped at the
Like, I ain't got real
27-yard
hitters out
line,
here.
well short of the first down marker.
Shit,
So
crazy.
much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is good. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's got nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Jackson steps away to his left and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Falcons on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
That's me.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Stop
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Look at that shit right there.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Brown. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Brown on 3rd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Roquan Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's J.K. Scott now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
Man, I'm so sick of this whole ass shit. Nigga throw everything off his back foot.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Carolina, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Stop. Leave it alone, Cam.